Chancellor, members of the University Council, Vice-Chancellor, members of the university staff, families and friends, graduates. I am greatly honoured by the award of the degree of Honorary Doctorate of Science. I first came to Victoria as a young undergraduate in 1961, and it is very gratifying for my scientific endeavours over the subsequent 50 years to be now acknowledged in this way. I would like to thank those who nominated me. I'd like to thank the Vice-Chancellor for his kind and generous comments, and for the university for showing confidence in me. When I look at the list of previous honorary graduates of this university, I realise that I am joining very distinguished company. It is particularly pleasing that a recipient of an honorary degree last night was a classmate from school from Gisborne, Professor Jack Richards. I would also like to congratulate Dr. Smith on his honorary doctorate tonight. Later this evening, we will be singing Gaudeamus. Some of the words are in your program, but if you knew the other words, you would realize it is more a drinking song than a hymn suitable for a solemn ceremony. It is, however, a song of rejoicing, of celebration, and is therefore very appropriate tonight, because today is a day of celebration. The university community recognizes those who have completed successfully their courses of study. I extend my congratulations to my fellow graduates on what they have achieved. These achievements are due to years of sweat and probably at times tears. The blood may not yet have come, but that will undoubtedly come as you pay back your student loans. Studying is not easy, nor should it be easy. It requires sacrifices, serious thinking, and serious writing. The ability to think, to organize your thoughts, and to express them so they become available to others may well be one of the most important things you've learned during your years at university. And in the life that comes after university, and as you move into your professions, there is the same need for robustness of evidence, for rational thinking based on information and evidence. The training that many of you have received in scientific method should not be relegated to the laboratory. But it's important also to accept that others may well come to different conclusions based on the evidence, and it is important that criticisms should focus on ideas and interpretations, not the person. One of the most appealing justifications of the importance of trained thinking is that which appears in the Massachusetts State Constitution of 1780, and I paraphrase slightly. Wisdom and knowledge, as well as virtue, diffused generally amongst the body of a people, is necessary for the preservation of their rights and liberties. Educational qualifications, such as we are celebrating tonight, are important, but we need to acknowledge that knowledge is not everything. Wisdom and virtue are required as well as knowledge. The Massachusetts Constitution goes on to say that what we would now call institutions of higher learning, such as Victoria, should inculcate the principles of humanity, general benevolence, public and private charity, industry and frugality, honesty and punctuality in their dealings, sincerity, good humor, and all social affections and generous sentiments amongst the people. That list of virtues makes most of us feel quite inadequate and does suggest that the university needs to consider some remedial courses of study. I think it is great that you have come tonight for the formal graduation ceremony. Graduation is a rite of passage. It is something to celebrate, and I believe that you gain from celebrating with your fellow graduates, your families, and your friends. It is a public recognition of your achievements. Graduation is possibly even more important for your parents or your partners than it is for you yourselves. They have given you moral or financial support, and they must have wondered at times whether it was all worth it. I am sure they are celebrating tonight, even if just in relief. So the contributions of your families and friends to your success should be acknowledged, as should also, of course, the efforts of the university staff and your fellow students. The Vice-Chancellor, when he invited me to speak to you tonight, stressed several times that I should be brief. Perhaps not as brief as Salvador Dali, who once gave an address, presumably under similar instructions. I shall be so brief that I have already finished and sat down. I will finish more slowly. I want to congratulate the graduands once again. I enjoyed my years at Victoria, the learning, the friendships, the experiences, and they provided a good foundation for the rest of my life. I hope that you have found your time at Victoria equally rewarding, and you will find enjoyment and satisfaction in your chosen careers.